Okay, I'm gonna narrate this now. It's early in the morning and I haven't had my coffee, but anyway, there you go. There's your foundationless frame of honey, medium foundationless frame. And by foundationless, all it is that the it's just a free empty frame, just like that. Like you'll see there, we cut out the comb, and that empty frame is what we put in the hive, and the bees will build naturally in that frame and fill it up with comb and honey and all that good stuff. Conventional frames would have a plastic sheet in the middle in the middle of the frame that the bees would build off of, and then you put it in an extractor, and it's a whole other game. But we prefer the foundationless thing because, if you only have one or two hives, then why not go foundationless? Because look how much fun it is. You get cut comb, and then you can just crush it up later and go nuts and bottle it like everybody else. So this is what we did. We got about 28 little squares of honey from about 1 2/3 of a frame. And then we took the rest of it and cut it up. Oh, there's the empty frames afterwards, and there's just the close-up of cut comb. That's about 5 ounces, and we got 28 of those. Anyway, so we put the empty frames back into the hive so that the bees could clean up the honey that's on them. And so then we squished up the comb, and pretty basic. Everything's clean. Everything's been sanitized here. And now we have to put it in these buckets and let it strain overnight. The top bucket had holes in the bottom, and with a paint strainer, a 5-gallon paint strainer. And the bottom bucket has a lid, a cutout lid, so that the top bucket can fit on top of it. And then we just pour the crushed honeycomb through the strainer. But this is backwards. The paint strainer was supposed to be on the bottom bucket. So what happens is the crushed comb should seep through the top bucket, through the holes, and then get strained before it hits the bottom bucket. So anyway, we had to just tie this stick up, this improvised thing going on here to... Anyway, if you're going to do this at home, put your paint strainer on the bottom bucket, not the top bucket. And so then the next day... Again, here we go. We're bottling the honey. Nothing fancy here. Everything's, again, sterilized. We don't have a bucket with a honey gate, which is a big tap on the bottom of the bucket, where you can just open it and close it and fill your jars as you go. We just took a ladle and ladled the honey into these little funnels, and it's a pretty, jury-rigged situation, but it works. And the honey will be cloudy for the first 3 or 4 days, but after about a week it'll be completely clear. We could heat the honey, and heating the honey prevents crystallization, and it also makes the honey clear, or maintains that clear look. But we don't go for that, because when you heat it up, then you're going to destroy enzymes and all that good stuff that's in the honey that makes it good for you. It makes it tasty. And so this is minimal processing you're seeing here, and if we ever get around to selling our honey, that's pretty much what we'll do. We'll just keep it simple, keep it minimal, and that's it. We got about 14 pounds of honey from this whole harvest. There's the bottles. That's 14 pounds from 3 frames, 3 1/3 frames, something like that. It's somewhere around there. And the lighting here isn't the greatest, but there you go. There's a bit of honey. And what else can I tell you? That's it. Those are some conventional frames that we have left over from another hive, and they need to be extracted. That's a whole other ball game. And what else can I tell you? To take the honey, the frames from the bees, from the hives, we put on this thing. It's called a bee escape that allows anyway, here's some photos. The bee escape, you put it underneath what's called the honey box or the honey super, and the bees can go down, but they can't come up, and it's difficult to explain it without illustrating it, so forget it. But yeah, basically it takes a day to separate the bees from the honey honey frames, and then we just pull the frames out without any bees on them. I need a cup of coffee. Anyway, there's our cut comb, and that's it. Okay, this is the narrated version of this video. Okay, see you later.